Kia ora koutou katoa. Hello Pisces, welcome to my YouTube channel and or my Facebook page if you've come across this video on Facebook. So like I say, welcome. It's a beautiful Sunday, almost Sunday. What am I saying? Sunday might be a beautiful day for you, so just go for it. Make it a beautiful day, even if it's probably raining. Hey, okay, where are they going with that? You probably maybe in mind, and some of you may be having in mind Sunday might be probably not going to be a good day. So some of you may have something coming up, or have maybe an intuitive feeling with with something there that may be coming up. It could be, but okay. So what I'm hearing is like, okay, the sun is shining. Okay, so it's Friday, the 11th of September, 2020 here in New Zealand. At the moment that I'm recording this video, so it's kind of interesting that I'm kind of like felt like I've got one step ahead of myself or 3 days ahead of myself, but it's kind of like something, there may be a few emotional things that may be happening on Sunday for some of yous, for whatever reason. So, but I kind of feel like the Spirit is saying, like pulling yourself out of it. And some of yous may be in quite a emotional place right now. At the moment, so or been through something, or maybe something is you're in the middle of something, or there's something pending that you may have started or something like that, but it's there's something that you're working on anyway. So anyway, like I say, welcome, and like I always want to say is thank you to everybody who has subscribed to my YouTube channel and or the Facebook page. So if you haven't done that, I invite you to do that now. The other thing is that I am available for readings and bookings online or in person, and for healings as well. So yeah, if you want to get in touch to make a booking or find out more about it, what I do, how I work and that sort of thing, either check it out on my Facebook page and or make contact with me, and I might not get back to you straight away, but I will reply to you. Okay, so yeah, so that's there as well. What else do I want to say? Just a reminder that these messages that come through with these readings are general. So it's kind of like, so however the story that's coming through, it may not necessarily be fully all your story. Parts of it may resonate, and parts of it may not. However, don't throw it fully out if it doesn't resonate with you at all, because it could be something that is more of a forecast for you. And so I would check maybe like later on in the week or in the month, and so the following week, and see what comes up, because it may be something that may be like maybe a week away yet. So so don't totally throw it out. Just put it in the filing system for a bit. So the other thing is these reads are suitable for those of you who, if you're watching for Pisces, and Pisces may be in your sun, moon, rising, and or Venus sign. So so if you don't know what your other signs are, there is a link in the description box below. So you can check that out, and it takes you to a free calculator that will work it out for you, and just entering in your birth date and birth time if you know it. It's not imperative that you have your birth time, but it just means that it's going to be a more specific chart that's going to be made calculated for you. However, so don't freak out about it, okay? So anyway, this week I'm going to be using my brand new Starman deck and the Sacred Earth Oracle deck as well, and also my trusty tarot deck as well. So I'm not sure where that's going, but we'll see what happens, what Spirit are bringing through. So with this new deck that I've got, it's that I'm using today, is the Starman Tarot, and it's really resonated with me. And so I've only just got it. So, and they have obviously similar readings to to the other tarot decks, but there's a different essence or energy about this one. So, which is really why I'm drawn to it, and why I suppose in some ways it was brought to me. So I have written some notes down as we go through so you can feel the essence of it for yourself. Okay. In that sense. So, and then the rest will be intuitive and from the information that I already know. So anyway, we have the Queen. So in that, with that being so, I have actually obviously shuffled the cards. I don't pull cards out generally. So I shuffle it, and what falls out is what we go with. Okay. So anyway, the Queen of Pentacles is the first card out, and it's upside down or in reverse. So. And there could be some sort of disconnection to yourself, basically. And you might have been in the sense that you may be a little bit neglectful of yourself and disconnected with nature. So when normally you are maybe a little bit more grounded, or a lot more grounded than what you may be finding yourself in now. So just remember, this could be coming up for you, or you may be in that right now, or partially, or have experienced that just recently. So, and you may be also like feeling a little bit trapped with, money-wise, and what how they explain it here. There could be overly or, attached to the trappings of wealth. So there may be something to do with, finances in there, or somebody maybe just going through a little bit of a mental block there, or just something has come up and you're thinking, oh my God, what now? What now? But it's kind of like, what I'm hearing from Spirit is from Pisces is saying this too will pass. So it's like getting your emotions in check so you don't be stuck in that energy. So typically to turn that around, I love the affirmations on these cards and the explanations. It's I love and nurture this great land of ours. Okay, so and it's like, what I'm hearing is a lot of yous, there's a great protector and nourisher, and and there's, are usually, quite resourceful with solutions and things like that, but you're having a funny little moment, okay? And some of you is going, well, actually, I know it's not a little moment, it's a big moment, and it's like, and so it could be. So little and big is defined by, each person, but what I feel like Spirit are really talking about is like, okay, is reversing that, and, not, feeling like it's a really big thing, and it's not to undermine it or anything, but it's just like helping you to switch your perception about things, because if you're always thinking about everything is like, and you're blowing it out of proportion, is what I'm hearing for some of yous at this point, and it's like, but it's like having a look at what is going on around, and it's like bringing it back in and not letting your mind explode it into something that it may not necessarily be for others of you. Okay, so I'm going to turn this Queen of Pentacles around, okay, because she's talking about earthing yourself, grounding yourself, connecting back to nature, okay, and being that protector, that nourisher, that resourceful person that has, all these solutions and things, and bringing that back into balance for you, okay. So grounding, I'm hearing, is the most important thing, and it's and keeping your emotions into check. So the next card we have is the Princess of Cups, who is in reverse as well. So this whole top row is these three cards, and they're all in reverse. So this may be what a lot of you or some of you are going through at the moment in some way or form, related to relationships and with yourself, with money, with people around. It generally comes back to ourselves, but obviously there could be a relationship, or most likely there's a relationship that you are working with or in right now that is, whether it be like a marital one, or a relationship with something to do with work or your business, some sort of partnership with some of yous, but definitely, looking within. So, and, which has triggered it to help you look within. So now we have the Princess of Cups, and it's, and her theme is, I offer you artistic beauty. So, but on the reverse of that, there may be a loss of sensitivity with heartbreak, and it's a good way, recovery art or creative artistic ways is a really good way to help with recovery, or to bring ourselves out of something, whether it be writing. I know for me, writing, and for many others, writing is a way of expressing, getting out what it is, what I'm wanting to say, and sometimes art, whether it be doodling art, sometimes it's just like, I don't know, I just pick up a pen or a piece of paper and get my pastels out, or even a marker pen, depending what is within reach, and then I just find myself drawing and letting it turning things around. So on saying that, I'm going to turn this around. So it's what I feel like they're saying there is looking for these creative ideas that you have, you know, to move through and bring through that wisdom and that knowledge that you have within you, and that there's out there, and reaching out and pulling that in, but also reaching out and asking for help, allowing people to help you, okay? I feel like some of you have like been really resistant to that, and maybe closing your ears, and it's because it's probably for some of you, I feel like it maybe for some of you, from people that you don't really want to ask for help, but that's your stuff, not theirs, okay? So, because I do feel like there are some people out there that genuinely can see what you're going through and wanting to assist you in some way. So it's kind of like, this is some of you, I feel like this is about, you know, getting over yourself and allowing people to help, okay? Help you. Or, you know, give you something. And it's kind of like, yeah, okay, where they're going with it, that's it. So then we have the Prince of Swords, and he too is reversed. So, whoa. So there may be, you know, some, and you may have, and what could have tipped you over the edge too, because you may have given it all, given something all, an idea or a thought or somebody, all of your energy, and had all these like raised the sharp ideals, and you may have been over exacting. And that's in a sense, and maybe over ambitious, or I think that's like a slightly they're trying to like turn it around. It's slightly less, yeah, whether, because I'm hearing like control, you know, as well. So they're trying to like lighten it a bit for you. But for some of you, I'm hearing like there's a controlism thing that's going over the top and that sort of stuff. But it's also about, you know, like ambitious. I'm hearing the word ambitious though. So you might have been a bit ambitious with some things and putting a lot of energy or more energy into something that may be a project or a person or a situation that's going a bit, probably you forgot about yourself, okay, which has kind of made you go into this like funny little space of feeling like heartbroken as well. But it's kind of like, but it's, and there's maybe a sense of blame with something, but actually it's like coming back and looking at yourself, okay, and remembering to honor yourself and the energy that you have to put into it, and not overdoing it, which is why they're talking about, you know, like allowing some people in, you know, to help you, and you know, asking for help as well. So, but throughout it all, as well as you're going through, because there's a lot of confusion as well as to what is going on, is what in the heck, and is how come things have turned out. But I feel like it's because you've just used up a lot of energy. So this is about going back to you, and taking in self-care, okay, and taking some time out for you. And you know, so you can be the best leader that you can be. So whether that is within a family relationship or ships, you know, with work, with a business or something like that. Sometimes, you know, I know what it's like. We can get overzealous with stuff, and we've got to get this done and get that done. But it's kind of like the organization management side of things. And yes, sometimes we have to go there, but then we have a bit of a break. So what I'm hearing is that some of you kind of like have kind of a similar sort of that scenario going on, but you've not given yourself enough time to have like a break, at least a day or two, maybe 3 or 4, so you can come down for that. And in that time, you're doing that reflection. So, and you might have actually been doing, you know, that you're not doing, giving you that self that time to reflect, on, you know, and rest, and tidy up some loose ends and things like that. And you've just gone straight into another project, which could be quite big, or even smaller, but it's still, you haven't had that rest because it's just brought along a lot of stress, because you've gone straight into something else, okay, which is why they're talking about allowing some people to help you. But on saying that, then we have the Queen of Wands, and the Wands is always about passion and action, and you know, taking action and things like that. So the Princess of Wands is I offer you, oh my gosh, sorry. Actually, it's the Queen of Wands. Hello, I'm thinking there's something wrong with that. Then I'm looking at my cards and it's the Queen of Wands. So she's always about, you know, and she's about standing in her own power. So with the Queen of Wands, she says, I gracefully take center stage. So this is about picking yourself up, getting back into that space of, you know, of balance between the heart and the head space, and, you know, and leading from that space, okay? But it's also about, you know, because there's that visionary person, you know, that is within you, and with that confidence and charisma. So with it's, you know, turning, you know, the energy is turning around. So it's like reminding yourself of that space, okay, and taking yourself into that space. Because then we have the Queen of Wands. So there's all this beautiful energy as you, you know, to help you to turn around, that's coming here to help you. And she's saying, I ignite the impossible. So a fire has been lit. And you might be feeling a little, you know, coming into feeling like a little bit more, you feeling like your passion has been ignited again, or, you know, starting to, you know, bubble and surface. So despite the fear and the trepidations and, you know, that overthinking about, you know, what could, should do, you know, may happen, blah, blah, blah. But who says it's like that is actually going to happen in the way that you're thinking in any way. So it's, so what they're talking about is, you know, there's a preparation for success. So there's in a way, there's been a call to action, okay, for you to get your butt into gear, okay, and, you know, it's like turning, you know, getting out of that emotional state. Emotions are good. Don't, you know, get them wrong or get me wrong. It's like, but sometimes we can sit in it for too long, or we can allow them to be the thing that runs us, you know, that sets the path, and actually it's part of the journey, but it's not actually, you know, it's not meant to, you know, hold us or stop us for too long. It's like, yes, we will sit in that space for a little bit, we contemplate, we work, and sometimes then we're getting it and we're moving with it. So we're evolving at the same time, and we discover how resilient we are, how much confidence and, you know, how much courage and strength we do have, because we end up feeling more confident. And then it's like being real and not letting yourself live a lie. That's what the words I'm getting out of that one. So then we have the Two of Wands. So they're all like passionate at bringing this passionate energy out for you. So I dare to choose. So this is like you know, you going into that space. Yes, choose. And the desire, you know, it's letting your desire to expand your vision be, you know, out to utilize that energy. Because, you know, it's like you've obviously taken the journey, because the Ace of Wands, you know, is not here. You've gone from, you know, the Queen of Wands to the Princess of Wands, and you sorted something out, and the Ace has gone straight to the Two. So there's obviously something that you desire to do, and this is like a dare to you for yourself, okay, to choose what it is that you do want to do, be, have, and give in your life. And it's like, who do you want to do? Oh, well, that sounds a bit rude, I suppose, and depending on which way you're coming from. Who do you want to do things, have things with, you know, do things with, have things, you know, give things. It's, you know, who do you want to be in that sense, you know, as well. So it's looking at from that angle as well. Okay, so now I'm going to use the, my other Juliet Sharman Burke Tarot deck. That's my trusty deck. Come through, my other trusty deck. Okay, that's come through. Okay, I'm going to take that one. And there's the Sun. Okay, joy, optimism, clarity. Okay, this is like you're coming out. So there's that thing is like, this too will pass if you allow yourself to go through it. It's like taking note. It's realizing that, okay, this too will pass, and I've just got to keep working on it, in the sense that I've just got to, you know, allow my emotions to come in, acknowledge them, accept them, you know, explore what that's about, you know, and release it. Okay, because, you know, clarity of vision is the thing that's going, you know, there. Because I do feel like you have a vision. It's just like sometimes we get in that funny little space, and or funny big space, however you look at it, and it's kind of and we can be there for maybe a little bit longer than we anticipated or wanted to be. But then it's like we have the power to say, okay, I'm going to get up and I'm going to get going now. and I'm standing in my truth, and I'm standing in my power, and I'm honoring, I'm honoring myself, and I'm valuing myself. Oops, okay, here we go. And the card from there is ready but waiting. So something is ready but waiting. But waiting for you to come to it. Someone is ready but waiting. You are ready but waiting. So I want to kind of like go back to you, because it's the last one. It's like you are ready but waiting. So it's kind of like you might be past the waiting. So it's time to like maybe do at the same time as you're waiting for something to happen. And that's where they're going with that, is something. Sometimes we wait and we wait and we wait and we wait, but we're not taking any action. So it's not waiting for something to happen. It's like keeping on moving in life and exploring life. It's like and doing whatever it is for that person or that thing or that, because it comes along the way as we're exploring. Okay, cool. Anyway, I'm going to leave that there with you now, Pisces. So with lots of love, peace, harmony, joy, excitement, adventure, and prosperity and abundance from my amazing spiritual team, the amazing Zions, and your amazing sign, a Pisces. So have an amazing time exploring, and we'll see you next Thursday. Next Thursday. Okay, bye for now. Have a wonderful week.